Hello gentlemen, today we're going to be breaking down the rollout glitch, which is gaining a lot of traction online right now, and it's only going to become more prevalent as more people learn how to do it properly. Now, I am going to be breaking down how to do it in this video, so don't be mad at me. If you choose to be mad, that's cool too, but just rest assured I will post a solution at some point. I do have a general idea on how to slow it down. I'm not going to make any outlandish claims about shutting it down because it is very, very difficult. Like, this is miserable to play because these routes, they get over 30-yard zone drops, and there's not many things you can do to stop this. And you'll see very, very soon, if you haven't seen this already, how miserable it is. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this off by rolling some gameplay. I think it's important for you guys to see how it looks in a game setting and see that it is in fact broken. It gets over 30-yard flats, all that kind of stuff. And I want to point out that I'm going to be breaking down single back wing stack, but it can be done out of a ton of different formations. Like the guy I'm playing was mainly doing it out of single back doubles. I've seen people do it out of single back wing slots. It doesn't really matter. There are certain formations that are better than others, but you can do it out of a variety of different single back formations. You really just want corner routes, deep corner routes that can get over 30-yard flats. That's kind of like the main thing. And then another important detail that I want to mention, and I'll post some information on the screen, is that I'm going to be talking about dashing Deadeye in this video because I'm using regs teams. There is no roaming Deadeye, but in MUT, people are using roaming Deadeye. And then the thing about roaming Deadeye is if you look at the description of it, you're going to see it's when your feet are set. But what people are doing to counteract this is they are releasing turbo before they throw, and they are still getting perfect accuracy while they're running. So ignore the description of roaming Deadeye. You can actually throw it while still on the run with perfect accuracy, regardless if you're doing crossbody or rolling, to your quarterback strong hand. Okay, now let's actually talk about how to perform the rollout glitch. And if I'm being honest, there's quite a bit of knowledge gap to this. I'm going to try to cover as much as I can, from the pass protections to how your quarterback should look before you throw the ball, to your route combinations. There's quite a bit of knowledge that goes into this. I don't want to call it skill gap because it's not. It's just maybe a little bit of knowledge gap. So before I do all of that, I just want to invite you guys to join my Discord. Link is in the description as well as a comment section. If you guys ever need help with Madden or you just need some really good players to kind of like scrim against or whatever, check it out. Link in the description and comment section. It's a great community to be a part of. Now let's go ahead and talk about how to do this glitch. All right, with all that out of the way, let's finally talk about how to do this. Now, I'm going to be demonstrating out of single back wing stack. This is in the Steelers playbook, and the play is going to be a PA Steelers shot. Now, let me go ahead and reiterate, you do not need to run this playbook or this formation to actually do the rollout glitch. That is not a requirement. The requirement is basically single back and find corner routes, especially deep corner routes that get over 30-yard flats. Those are pretty much the requirements. So what I'm going to do is start off by rolling to my quarterback strong hand, then we will actually show you how to do it with cross body. There is like a few different details with both. So PA Steelers shot, let's just start with random defense. And the first thing we're going to talk about is setting up your protection because that is pretty important. So how you set up your protection is basically opposite of where you're rolling out. So in this case, we have a deep corner route from B, and that is the guy I want to hit. Like that is the guy I'm looking at pretty much the entire play. So I'm going to roll out to the right. I want to slide my line to the opposite direction, so the left. So LB-L1, right stick to the left. You can't see the text there for some reason. There we go. Slide left. And then you want to double team one inside of what you think is the edge defender. So I personally think this guy here is the furthest edge defender. So I'm going to double team this guy. And the idea behind this is you want the edge defender to come in free, which sounds crazy, but you'll see why in a second. Now, as for your route combinations, that's also important. You do want to clear out deep zones for your deep corner route, so a fade or a shriek for that. And then, like for instance here, you want to send your running back out on a route. It could be a curl, it could be a wheel. I think wheel is probably the most common. And then for like the tight ends here, you could do maybe like delay fade, delay drag. It's not that you want their protection, it's more about like the timing of it. I like this delay drag coming to the same side as my rollout. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Just click on here. There's your huge gain. do it again. So remember, for this edge defender, I think it's this guy here. So I'm going to go one inside, nose tackle. I was actually wrong here. Just going to throw the ball away. And that's what's really nice about this rollout glitch, is it's really hard to mess up if you do it right. Like, I guessed wrong on who the edge defender was, or the furthest edge defender. And that guy comes in, but I can just throw the ball away. No big deal. And if they keep doing it, you'll know which edge defender they have. So, or the furthest edge defender. It's like right here. Boom, just like this. I really don't know what that throw was by Mahomes. Again, with roaming, you do want to release turbo. I do have dashing deadeye on Mahomes. Let that guy in, who cares? He's missing these throws, but as you can see, they're like wide open windows. Man coverage is inconsistent with defending these routes. Sometimes it'll bag, sometimes it'll just get completely destroyed. I personally don't think man coverage is the solution, or not the full solution. But let's go ahead and now talk about what to do with rolling across your quarterback's body. Okay, now let's briefly talk about cross-body throws and a few details you should be aware of if you want to throw cross-body responsibly, because you can very easily just do really dumb shit when you're throwing cross-body. So what I'm going to do is do the exact same route combination. Again, you can change it up. You don't have to do the exact same thing as this. Whatever formation you're in, it's really about deep corner and clearing out for that deep corner. So same pass protection. I'm going to slide right this time since I'm rolling left. Double team that guy here. And what I'm going to do is do it the wrong way right now. Okay, so this was the wrong way. Let's go ahead and go to instant replay and show you where I went wrong. It really wasn't that bad of a throw, if I'm being honest with you. But let's pay attention to Mahomes. So I kind of exaggerated for the sake of the example, but I roll out and I have my shoulders facing the sideline. I do round them out a little bit, but they're still kind of facing the sideline when I let that ball go. Let me go ahead and do it even worse real quick, just to get a really good example of like the bad way to do this. So here we go. Run away from the defender. Still a good throw, but just, you have to take my word for it. You want to square your shoulders before you launch this ball. So you're going to see he does end up like squaring them when he actually releases the ball, but you don't want them facing the sideline when you actually throw the ball, if that makes sense. Like, great throw by Mahomes. But yeah, I'll show you the proper way to do it now. Okay. So I'm going to round them now. They kind of run into each other there, but as you can see, I rounded my shoulders before I actually threw the ball, and that's very important. I'm not sure if that matters for roaming deadeye, but I would imagine it does. So you see how I kind of come upfield and then launch the ball? That's going to give you an accurate throw like pretty much every single time. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. Just like that. And then now I'm going to talk about 30-yard flats and why they're not really a solution, because you can just get over these very easily. So we'll do 4-3 even 6-1. That's a common defense right now. I'm going to roll out across my body again. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to base align. I'm going to go ahead and start by just doing them in their default spots. Then I will back them up a little further. As you can see, 30-yard flat is not going to play that. Now let's go ahead and back them up. So I'll back that guy up a little bit. He is now in his furthest back position. Like, he is going to reach his 30-yard depth at this point. And you're going to see that it still does not matter. Here we go. Gets over it very easily. And there's plenty of corner routes available to you that are going to do this to 30-yard flats. And that's what makes it annoying. You would think that just dropping a 30 would take these throws away, but they just don't. Like, you need more. And again, I will talk about a solution. Let's get this video to 200 likes. If we do that, I will release somewhat of a solution immediately, because it's not fun to play, guys. Like, the first guy who did it to me, he scored every single drive. Like, actually I did pick him off once. I did have one good solution mid-game, but overall, very difficult to stop guys, especially, again, if they don't keep rolling out to the wide side. If they mix up, if they're rolling out to the wide side or the short side, that's when it becomes very, very difficult. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I understand that there are going to be certain people upset with me spreading this because, oh, it's no skill, it's bullshit, whatever, which it is. I completely agree with you, but it's already out there. It's part of the game. So I just have to kind of responsibly share it with you guys. It's kind of my job as a content creator. So again, apologies for spreading something so bad, but it's really up to EA now to patch roaming Deadeye. There's no reason that letting go of turbo should give you perfect accuracy. It should be your quarterback isn't moving at all outside of the pocket, because that is what the description says. So if they fix that and make roaming Deadeye to where it basically fits the ability description, this won't be as big of a deal, in my opinion. That might mean people move to dashing Deadeye, but I think with dashing Deadeye, you're going to get more inaccuracies. I'm not 100% sure about that, but that is definitely my general impression from using Mahomes. I didn't see many inaccuracies with like Lamar and Mutt. So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, 200 likes, I'll post a solution. And then if you guys need additional help and want to start winning more games, acemadden.com is the place to be. Just become a member. You'll gain access to all of our ebooks. We have offense, we have defense, and we don't really have defense for this right now, but we have defense for, standard offenses, gun bunch, gun tight slots, all that kind of stuff. So check that out, acemadden.com. I'll see you guys later.